Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I am back. Hello, 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 hello. Back with the drama. Back with the drama. Hello, hello. Hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Back, back, back. Yes, yes, yes. Hey. We are back to talk about the mess. The mess, the mess, the mess, the mess. Yes. See if where she saw it. Okay. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. When y'all come in, make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Hey, hey. Hello, hello. Come in, come on in. Come on, come on, come on in. Hey, hey. Hey y'all. Wait for Mary to get situated. She'll hit the link. Has she seen it? Wait for her. Okay, let me get the roll call while we wait. Hey Jackie, hey Tiffany, hey Debbie, hey Felonious, hey Wendy, hey Taylor, hey Catherine, hey T Pretty, hey Jess. I get hospital parole. Yes, Jess, yes. Good, 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 good. Speedy recovery, speedy, speedy recovery. Hey Megan. Mama Karen should know by now, do not cut up with anything. Do not cut up without filming the without the filming crew present. Well, Megan, we're going to talk about it. Are they present? Are they present? Because, honey, Troy said out of his throat that they're doing a reality show. That's what he said. So, anyway, let's get into it, child. But there's Mary.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. We got some things to discuss.
Yeah.
Chat, Sasters, y'all know Mary from Kiki and Kibbitz.
Hi,
Mary has
everybody.
been on my show. I have been on her show. She is the breaking news woman of all things reality, love after lockup, life after lockup, love during lockup, 90 Day Fiance. Y'all go and follow her. Okay, she got her YouTube channel. She's on Instagram and she does up to date news. So if y'all are not familiar with her, get familiar with her. Now, Mary,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
let's talk about Lindsey first.
Okay.
All
That's
right,
fair.
now Lindsey, y'all know Lindsey from Love After Lockup. She was with Deontay. She was with Stiff Upper Lip Scott. She was with what's her man's name?
Blaine.
Blaine, and of
Mm-hmm.
course that all fell apart. So
Yes.
Lindsey has not been on the show since Deontay. She has been in school. She's done got degrees, and y'all know she has a daughter named Miley. We have seen her on the show numerous times. Beautiful, beautiful young lady. Well, Lindsey and Miley seem to be doing well. Lindsey is involved with a new boo. His name what? Brock. What's his name?
Chad.
Chad. Chad Booker, right?
Chad Booker. Yes.
Okay, so Lindsey, let me get her boo up. Did it come up?
Yep. There they go.
There it is. So Lindsey, hey Trina, hey y'all that's coming in. So Lindsey is involved with Chad Booker, and he has a past of his own.
Yes.
Okay, now
Yep.
he has a criminal history as long as a CBS receipt. But listen, they are together. Seems like everything is fine
Actually,
until
he
go
came
ahead.
on my channel, Sass, and interviewed and talked about what happened in his past. And it was a manslaughter charge from 24 years ago.
Yes,
And basically, in a nutshell, he had just came home from serving some time overseas because he's a veteran, and he was at war with a neighbor. To make a long story short, so the neighbor came over one day. They got into an argument. Fists were thrown, and basically the neighbor died because of injuries because of the argument and the
right.
fist being thrown. Because the
Mhm.
neighbor was older, and Chad was a young military guy, so maybe it wasn't a fair matchup, but things happened, and Chad served his time. To make a long story short, so now
Yes.
Chad has started his own used car lot business. From what I understand, it's really successful. They're selling cars and they're doing all that.
So seems to be doing pretty well, both
Yes,
of them,
yes,
Lindsay and Kat.
yes.
Now Molly has been doing teenage things.
Teenage
Okay,
shenanigans. Yes,
teenage shenanigans.
yes,
Again, she's 16 years old, and if y'all know me, I do not put up kids' pictures. Now, yes, she's 16, but she ain't 18, so she's still a minor. So I'm not gonna put up a picture, but y'all know what Molly looks like.
right.
So all that is happening. She's doing teenage shenanigans, and apparently, she's been in school vaping and she got suspended from school.
Yes.
And so at home, apparently, allegedly, she has been involved in some sexual intercourse
Yes.
at home. And I
Yes.
know what y'all are saying. With whom? Who could she be having this extracurricular activities with? Well,
Chad's son.
ding, ding, ding. She is having a relationship with Chad's son, which is Lindsey's boyfriend. Are they engaged?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Okay, so they're engaged. So if they were to get married, they would be what, Mary?
Stepson and stepdaughter, stepsister and
Yes,
stepbrother.
that's right, stepsister and stepbrother. Now, I have a question for the Sastas and for you, Mary.
Yes.
They're carrying on. This has been proved. They're having sexual intercourse. This is not her stepbrother yet. They are not blood related. What are your thoughts on a stepbrother and a stepsister having a relationship?
To be very honest, I would say you are not doing this hillbilly shit under my roof. And
Ding, ding,
secondly,
ding.
because these are teenagers, Sass. They're not thinking of the long term effect of their relationship. Because I bet you family dinners 10 years from now are going to be very awkward. Because we know teenagers say, "Oh, I'm in love. This is the one I'm going to marry. We're going to be together forever." And then, 6 months later, it fizzles out. So the problem is with these two, once Chad and Lindsay gets married, they're still intertwined. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So,
Of course. And
yes, I
yes,
remember it
yes,
happened.
this happened on T-Bob. Absolutely.
I
Caitlin
rem-
and Tyler. Mhm.
yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
This
So,
is my thought. I If that was me, I wouldn't have it. I agree with you because, again, you're teenagers. Your hormones is all over the place. And who's going to say what's going to happen, as you say, 10, 20 years down the line? And that is your stepbrother, stepsister. And who's to say that Lindsay and Chad is going to work out?
exactly. Exactly. And they could
I
fizzle
just,
out even before they make it to the marriage, to getting married. Yes, Miley is 16 years old. Is she the
yes,
person? Yeah,
16.
Miley
Now,
is
how old
16,
is this young man? Is he the same
18.
age?
He's 18.
Okay, so he's 18, she's 16. And let me just say this, which I don't think anything is going to come up of it. But hey, he's 18, she's 16, and there's sexual intercourse going on.
Right.
She's still a minor.
Right.
Well, let me take that back. Where are they at? In Mississippi?
They're in Mississippi. Yes.
I wonder if the consent age is 18. Let me see.
About to say, where's mine? We could both look it up.
Let me see first if it is 18. Girl, guess what?
What?
16 years unless the other person's position of trust or authority, in which case the age of consent is 18. The other person 36 a few months. In which case the age is 14. What is going on in Mississippi?
I'm reading it too. I'm reading it for what you.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm getting confused. Okay, so this is what it reads, Sastus. It says 16 years old unless the other person is in a position of trust or authority over the child, in which case the age of consent is 18 years old, or the other person is 36 or fewer months older than the victim, in which case the age of consent is 14. Okay.
Catherine, his father wasn't happy about it either. Chad Bo's father was not happy.
Oh no. So they're carrying on a relationship. I believe the consent is going to be 18, but
Hmm.
I don't know what that 16 meant if you was like under a certain age. Anyway, they're carrying on a relationship. Miley is out here cutting up, getting suspended from school. And so Lindsay took it upon herself to step in and punish her. Now, CPS was notified. And Mary put up on
Hmm.
her Instagram, child. Mary put up the CPS. What was it? The case?
Yes, it was the CPS case report. I see a comment about Lindsay purchasing condoms. I just want to address that
Yes.
for a second because
Uh-huh.
when Miley Grace turned 15, Lindsay got word on the street that her daughter was sexually active. So she didn't want her daughter to get an STD
Mhm.
or to get pregnant. So she had, the big conversation with her daughter and said, if you're going to do the act, be responsible. That's
Right.
when she got word that she was, sleeping with her little boyfriend at 15. But now at 16, the fact that I feel like that this is a hard boundary as well, that she is having sexual relations with her stepbrother. Lindsay is just throwing her hands back and saying, no, I can't have this. This is a hard line. They're teenagers. Like you said, teenagers have hormones flowing all around. And, but Lindsay just feels like she has to put a hard line down and say, no, this is not happening. I'm not going to let this happen under my roof.
Now, Mary, Trina has a question. How did they meet? Lindsay and Chad.
I believe they met through mutual friends.
Okay. So
It wasn't like
was he a fan of the show?
no, he wasn't a fan of the show. He didn't slide into her DMs or anything like that. I believe they met through, if I remember correctly, her best friend knew a friend of his, and they just kind of set them up on a date.
Okay. Now, we have all that laid out. And so CPS was notified
Right.
and they did a safety plan. Now, part of the safety plan, they went in, they investigated, they wanted to know, what was going on. Now, Chad, and I'm going to read this,
Mm-hmm.
it says, on September the 20th, MDCPS received a report alleging that the boyfriend of Lindsey Downs had struck his minor son, Boston, in the face and that the minor child, Molly, lives in the same home. It is alleged that the child is unsafe and custodial parent with custodial parent Lindsey Downs. Now, they did this big investigation. Okay, they done had, Chad done went upside his son's head, and so CPS done come in. They did this investigation, and they said that look, things need to be separated. People need to
Right.
be separated. So Molly goes and stays with her biological father. And wait a minute, let me get his name right, child. His name is this Jamie.
Jamie.
So Molly's dad's name is Jamie, and the stepmother's name is Hayden.
Hayden.
So Molly goes. Oh, go ahead, Mary.
I just want to interject for a second. Um, Her biological father, Jamie, from what I understand, has not been involved in Miley's life until recently.
Mm,
So it
mm.
wasn't like he's been involved, paid child support, whatever the case is. No, he has not been actively involved until recently. And Miley is seeing this as a way of out of her mom's strict household with all these strict rules where she has to do chores and
Huh?
all the things that the teens hate to do, wash dishes and wash windows and whatever it said, like all, chores that teenagers hate to do. My son is 21 and my son hates to do chores. I mean, like, who are you kidding
Right.
me? You know? And she basically sees, her dad's house as the cool place.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And maybe she sees it as I can get by
Because
with
that's
a little
exactly
bit
what's going
more.
on. Because that's exactly what's going on there. But we'll get into
Uh-huh.
that because I do have a lot of feelings about this because the
Yeah.
people that were supposed to be protecting her,
Uh-huh.
Hayden and Jamie, in particularly Hayden, were the ones that leaked this to the blogs in the first place
Yes. Yes.
because
And
of their hatred
I
of
will get to
Lindsay.
Lindsay's statement, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because of their hatred for Lindsay, or whatever the case may be. It was the stepmom, Sass, that decided to go to a TikTok blogger, release all of these, in my opinion, out of context text messages. And yes, some of the text messages were not so nice between
Uh-huh.
Chad and Lindsay and Miley, but that's the family dynamic. I mean, are we
Uh-huh.
always that nice to our kids? Are we always sugar sweet to our spouses? I know I'm not. They can tell you that.
Right. Right.
So I mean, honestly, if you were to look at my group chat with my husband and my son, I may get into trouble for some of the things I say. But it was supposed to be a personal thing, and an adult who was supposed to be protecting this child just threw it all out there.
Uh-huh. And in the investigation, Molly says during the interview, Molly stated that she did not want to stay at her mother's house because she did not like the rules. And just like Mary was saying, you have rules. You have to clean your room. You have to clean the kitchen. You have to do this. You have to do that. Not get suspended from school vaping and having sexual intercourse. But let me keep going.
Thank you.
Um,
I think
Child
they're
reported.
pretty.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I think they're pretty simple rules.
Yes.
Chat.
Child
I'll
reported.
be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Go ahead. Read your thing. I'll be right back.
I read this. Chow reported that she had been caught vaping at school and suspended, and had been caught engaging in sexual behavior in the home. Let me remind y'all, this is her stepbrother, and was grounded and was not allowed to have her phone. Chow reported mother had spanked her on her bottom after she was not allowed to have her phone. I'm sorry. Child reported mother had spanked her on her bottom after she was suspended and had spanked her once before when she was 12. The mother acknowledged administering corporal punishment, consisting of striking the child on the buttocks. Based on Mississippi law, the discipline is permitted when reasonable and was not deemed excessive or unsafe. Child reported that at her home, she was expected to do dishes and other things. Child stated when she was grounded, she could earn her phone back if she worked out by doing jumping jacks, lunges, jogging, sit-ups, and do an hour a day of journaling for an hour. Child stated she did not like to live with her mother anymore, wants to live with her father. Now, let me get to that. Now, before all this, before the spanking, before the punishment, before the chores, before you got hold to a vape, before you start smelling yourself, before you was having this sexual intercourse, where was the dad? Was you expressing this before? Again, this is a 16-year-old who's being punished, and now she feels like, in my opinion, I would go over to my dad's. I don't want to stay with my mom. I don't want to do the chores. My dad will be lenient, and then we will see what happens. What do you think, Mary?
That's exactly what happened. Because if you get further on into that report, you're going to see what happened 2 days later when the CPS worker tried to get a hold of the dad and the stepmom.
Mm-hmm. Now, CPS still doing their investigation. And then on September the 25th, determined the safety plan had been followed by the father. The child had been transported across the lines by the unlicensed minor identified as Boston Booker and engaged in sexual behavior while in the home of Danielle Booker. Wait a minute, hold on. So they both was having sex not only in Lindsey's home, but in the mom's home.
And the mom is totally down with it. This is Chad's ex.
Right.
Okay. Mind you, these aren't even Chad's biological children. He took them on when he married his ex. Okay. So technically, Bo isn't even his biological child, but he adopted all of her children. He raised all of her children with her. And now that their oldest is having sex with Miley, she's allowing it allegedly to occur under her roof as well. So they have a choice of where they can do this. And these are adults that are supposed to be protecting this 16-year-old. And Sass, can I just say that this is not something that just happened yesterday? As you can see from the date of the report, this was back in September, and this was going on for, I would say, about 2 months before that. Lindsey was dealing with her daughter vaping and not listening to rules and basically acting out. And
So this is ongoing. It's been a
yeah, this
while.
is ongoing. So now, in my opinion, Lindsey has an upcoming date, um, custody hearing in front of a judge, first week of December, I believe. And now suddenly the stepmom is releasing all of this stuff, which I feel like it's a way to discredit Lindsey in a way. You know what I mean, Sass? So
Oh, absolutely.
they're like, let's throw all this shit out there and all these, texts that are out of context and things that make Lindsey look bad. And yes, there's a text out there also, Sass, where Miley is asking Lindsey to buy her alcohol.
Mhm.
Now, I just want to give a little context behind that because, yes, I did sit down and have a conversation with Lindsey to get things straight, before I opened my mouth. So basically, Miley saw one of these TikTok videos with uh, a drink recipe, like a cool drink to make with vanilla vodka or some type of flavored vodka. I don't remember. So Lindsay's like, fine. She kept bugging her. Lindsay's like, fine. You want to try this drink? You're gonna try it in my house. So they went. They made the recipe. Miley had a little sip of alcohol, and there you go.
But it is.
It is what it is.
Now, I will say this. I was once 15. And of course, back in those days, there was no vaping. Everybody was smoking cigarettes, child. So it wasn't no vaping. But I never snuck out the house. I never did anything. I never got suspended from school. But again, I was 16-year-old girl. I was going to house parties. I was partaking in a little drink, not much. I
Right.
smoked a little ganja, not much. But I was not having sex. But anyway, that's a
I
different
was.
story.
I was, Taz. At
You
16,
was.
I was in love. I was in
That's
love.
right.
I was going to be with him forever.
Yes,
Okay. Yes, I admit. At 16, I was so in love. We were
yes,
going to run off and get married.
yes.
Okay.
Now, I will say this. I'm going to present y'all some text messages. And I'm going to say this for Molly. I'm defending Molly on this. No, she should not be vaping. No, she should not partake in any type of sexual activity. Absolutely not. But there's some text messages where Lindsay's boyfriend and her having a conversation, and there was some things said.
Right.
But the way Molly responded to him was not in a rude way, was not in a nasty. That just shows me that Molly is understanding something. Again, y'all, she's 16. So she got her a little spanking. She got to do some push-ups, some set-ups, and some lunges. Now, does she need to be cleaning up that house? Absolutely. Does she need to be cleaning up that kitchen? Absolutely. Every 16-year, every teenager, you up in that house, you need to do chores. When your mama tell you to do them, you do them. Now, this is something I do want to say. This is something I do want to say. I don't know this, Chad. I don't know the dynamic. But I think that Chad, when it comes to Molly, pump your brakes. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion.
Yes.
Because this is Lindsey's boyfriend. They ain't her daddy. They ain't her stepdaddy. This is an associate.
Right.
And
I
so
agree.
you are not in no position to, I'm going to show the text in a minute, to talk to her like that. Now, the response of Lindsey was very memorable. You could have got somebody like me, or you could have got somebody else 16-year-old, a little bad 16-year-old who will have cussed Chad completely out. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my stepdaddy. You my mama's boyfriend. Who are you to talk to me like that? Now, that's my only grievance. Chad, you need to pump your brakes a little bit. I know that Lindsey is your boyfriend. I mean, you're Lindsey's boyfriend, and you need to be worried about your son on why he is having sexual intercourse with his soon-to-be or possibly stepsister. Yeah, everybody needs therapy. How about that, Mary? Everybody needs therapy.
Yep. Everybody needs therapy, Sass.
Now, let me finish this complaint real quick.
Yes.
So, was the home of Daniel Booker. The mother was not permitted contact with the child despite this being required by the plan. The child's phone was returned to her against the MDCPS instruction. Due to these violations, the CPS formally terminated the safety plan and directed both parties that custody must immediately revert to the existing custody order. Y'all listen up to this part. Jamie Robertson, which is her father, did not comply with this directive and refused to return the child. When speaking to the minor child's stepmother, Hayden, she became rude and began cursing and threatening to have me fired. Now, the stepmama couldn't have shot. The stepmama is threatening and cussing the CPS worker.
And they were the ones, for the record, that wanted to file for emergency custody. So the CPS worker was just following through with her job with the safety plan. And if they wanted to file emergency custody, this is what you do, A, B, C, and D. And 2 days later, basically, they cut off all communication with CPS. And they decided they were doing it their way.
And here's the thing, when if Molly has no type of contact with her father, hadn't been in the life, I'm going to ask you something. Where is Lindsey's mom?
Lindsey's mom is aware of all this. I mean, she is older. She is, living her life. She's involved with Lindsey and Miley, but she's taking her step back. You know what I mean, Sass? I mean, she's older.
She paid her dues.
That's what I mean. Yes, that's what I mean.
She raised Miley. Okay, yeah.
Right. So yeah, she knows everything that's going on. I could drop a little bit of a little nugget here. While Miley is with her dad and her stepmom, she's not allowed to talk to anybody on Lindsey's side of the family. But she did call Brenda, her grandmother, once. Okay. And she wanted $1,500 in cash from her. And when Brenda said, no, I don't have that kind of money, I'm on a fixed income, Miley hasn't called her since.
How much she needed $1,500 for? Do you know?
Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? And from what I understand, in the beginning of all this drama, Brenda stepped in and said, if you guys really want me to, I'll take her. And the dad was like, no.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm. I wonder if Lindsey needs the $1,500 or somebody else wanted that $1,500.
No, somebody else on that side of the family. Somebody wanted a.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Miley was with her dad and stepmom, and they gave her back her phone. And the only person she contacted was Brenda and asked her for $1,500. And when Brenda said, "I'm sorry, I don't have it," she hasn't heard from Miley since. And Miley won't, respond to her, whatever. They won't let her talk to Lindsey. She hasn't spoken to anyone on the mother's side of the family, even though CPS told the dad and the stepmom that she needs to be in touch with mom every day, be in touch with Lindsey every day. They are violating it. They don't care. They're just living their best lives. And honestly, it makes me really angry because these are adults that are supposed to be protecting this little girl, and they're letting her not only engage in behavior that could potentially ruin the rest of her life, but they put her
Yes.
personal business out there.
And that's what's shady. Why are you putting your stepdaughter's business out there? As a
Because
stepmom, that just shows how her
because
real dad is.
honestly,
Why is he letting that even happen?
honestly, I could have made a video about this months ago when Lindsey called me and told me what was going on. I could have sat there and threw Lindsey under the bus and say, hey, guess what, everybody? Miley's having sex with her stepbrother. And just go on and just say everything that happened. But I didn't, because there's certain things that need to be private. And like you said, this is involving a minor, Sass.
Yes.
This is involving a minor. Lindsey called me to vent about what is going on in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just listened to it and just kept it moving. Now that there's a custody hearing coming up, the stepmom felt the need to release all of this stuff. And I just want to say one more thing. That CPS statement that you're looking at is not
Yeah.
fake. It's not fake. I know that there's rumors on other platforms that this thing is fake, and I'm covering up for Lindsey. It is not fake, you guys. This was an 8-page report, and I only put out 2 pages because the rest of it is just repetitive. This is where the meat and potatoes are, in the first 2 pages of the report. And I really didn't feel the need to put out an 8-page report that was just repeating stuff and summaries over and over. You know what I mean, Sass?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we got all that, and then I want to do this text message because it plays an important part.
Okay, I just have a
This
question.
Go ahead.
I see a comment. Tiffany, Lindsey should have never allowed that guy and his son inside of the house. Well, they all moved in together. They all moved into a house together with the intentions of being a family. May Lindsey have been a little naive to thinking that, the 2 teenagers could live with each other in a house and not, and see each other as step siblings. You know what I mean, Sass? Maybe she was a
Yep.
little naive to that, but she's getting married. She's ready, her and Chad are engaged. They're like planning their future. So Chad has a son, Lindsey has a daughter, and they want to blend their families. You know what I mean?
Which is not unusual. That's what most people. I mean, that's what you do when you're like when you're dating someone and you do want to live with them or be with them. You're gonna move in together. Now, me, I wouldn't, but most people do that.
Right.
But
Right.
again, when you're dealing with two hormonal, a little hormonal, I can't even talk. When you are dealing with two hormonal teenagers, tread lightly because what's going to happen?
Yes. Yes.
It
And
don't
I
happen
think
always. It don't happen always, but this will happen. So they could have been a little bit more cautious, but we all know, being teenagers ourselves, when your parents tell you to do something over and over and over again, what are you going to do? The opposite.
I was just about to say the opposite.
You're going to do the opposite. You're going to be hard-headed. You know everything. And they could have been like, listen, we know that you and Bo, is his name Bo, the stepson?
Yes,
We
Bo.
know that you and Bo been making little googly eyes, and I've been seeing y'all in the corner hugging. It is now. What they gonna do? They're gonna go outside and hug.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It ain't nothing you can do about it now. It has happened. Coulda,
Right.
woulda, shoulda. Now I want to talk about this text. Now this is Chad. This is Lindsey's boyfriend texting Molly.
Right.
And he says, when you get done shitting, it's supposed to be shit to do, but he said shop to do. No more steaks for you until you learn how to clean the kitchen up. I am going to kick your ass. This is Molly. I clean it when I get home. Sorry. This is him. If I cook steaks and ask you to clean the kitchen, you need to do it. She says, yes, sir, I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. This is a mannerable young girl. And when he said this statement, no more steaks for you until you learn how to clean the kitchen up. I'm going to kick your ass. She says, I clean it when I get home. Sorry. Most teenagers would have cussed him up and down the other when he made that little statement about kicking her ass and how she ain't gonna eat no steak. See, this is one of the problems I have with this. He shouldn't
Right.
even if he would have said just lightly, or there's no malice behind it. If he would have said, you know what, Molly, if you don't clean up the kitchen, I'm kicking your ass. Okay,
Right.
fine. You shouldn't be saying that to begin with. Molly is not your child. That's not your child. That was soon to be your stepchild. But
Right.
until that happens, no. And if I was Lindsey, I would have said, listen, you can't be talking to her like that. Okay? Let's just
Right.
cut it. When she gets home, she'll clean the kitchen, whatever. There's no need in doing all this. And again, Molly was being very mannerable. How many 16-year-olds use the term sir?
I
Ma'am.
know. I know. I know.
So then he says, after she says, yes, sir, I'm sorry, he says, we at Mexican, hurry up. First of all, he can't even, Lord, Lindsey, you need to teach your man how to text. He says, we at Mexican, hurry up. My F-ass kitchen needs cleaned. And she says, I'm coming. I think there is a better way to talk to her. That's
Right.
just my opinion. It's a way better way to talk to her. And why is this an issue so much? Okay? If he wants this kitchen clean so bad, he needs to say, Lindsey, I've tried to tell her so many times to do her chores. You're her mother. Handle that. And he needs to step back. Because
Right.
again, he got to deal with his 18-year-old son.
Exactly. No, I agree. I
You know,
agree.
I think that the kitchen should be the least a bit of the worry right now. How nasty was this kitchen? You have bigger things to worry about. My question is, why is Lindsey acting out?
Why is
I'm
Lindsay
sorry.
acting?
I'm sorry, Molly. Why is Molly acting out? That's one. Why is she acting out? Why is she getting suspended from school? Why is she vaping when she knows she not supposed to? Why is she involving herself in sexual? Why is Molly acting out? Is it just a 16-year-old thing, or is something else going on? Her and
Right.
her mom having an argument. Is it the soon to be stepdad? Now her dad and the stepmom done shoved their noses into it. This is a mess. But go ahead, Mary.
And Bo's mother has shoved herself into it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it just really makes me angry because now all these people have shoved themselves into. I mean, Lindsay has basically taken care of Miley full time since she got her act together when she came out of prison the second time, not the first time when she was with, stiff lipped Scott. The
Yeah.
second time when she came out, she got her shit together, got custody of Miley, and she has been taking care of Miley by herself full time. And her dad, just started expressing interest into coming back into Miley's life. And of course, Lindsey is not going to deny Miley a relationship with her biological father, which, by the way, was the one that Lindsey was in love with when she was 16 and swore she was going to be with him forever.
Right.
And we all seen, how that turned out. Because
Hmm.
Lindsey basically went through the same thing that Miley's doing right now. Lindsey basically went through the same thing. She told Brenda, I don't want to live with you anymore. You're too strict. I want to go live with my daddy. And Brenda said, bye.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you. And she went to go live with her daddy. And 6 months later, she came crawling back to Brenda, starving, apologetic, and pregnant.
And Lord, I don't want Miley to get pregnant.
No, no.
And like you said, what is going on with her can affect her entire life.
Yes.
And we got several adults.
I just don't, Sass, I don't understand why they felt the need to put everything out there.
Now, let me read Lindsey's statement. Now, this is what Lindsey put. For everyone who has been asking or hearing bits and pieces, no, my daughter was not removed from my home, but CPS did do an investigation and we participated in a voluntary safety plan that CPS ended 2 days later. The situation was closed with no findings against me, but my daughter is not living with me right now by her choice during pending custody hearings. She moved out because she doesn't agree with the rules. She's 16, she's acting out, and while it's frustrating, it's also very typical teenage behavior. What I hate is that instead of allowing the courts to handle this privately and appropriately, her stepmother chose to take everything to the reporters and bloggers and put a child's business out for public entertainment. That was unnecessary and especially damaging for a child who is already struggling. Let me stop right there. The stepmother had no business, especially if the stepmother had not been in Miley's life. It seems like to me that the stepmama's trying to get some shine.
Can I just tell
Go
you one
ahead,
one
Mary.
thing? One thing, because you know me, I'm everywhere. So I
Go
saw the
ahead.
stepmom. I saw the stepmom make a comment on TikTok, okay, about this whole situation. And according to her, it's really not a big deal that Bo and Miley are sleeping together because she doesn't really consider them, step siblings or whatever. That the only step brother Miley has is her son.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I have a question for this woman, Hayden. So, what if Miley breaks up with Bo and decides to turn around and start sleeping with your son? They're not blood related.
Right,
Would you be okay with that?
right.
Asking for myself. Because she's so active and vocal in comments saying, "Oh well, Bo and Miley are not blood related. The only stepbrother she has is my son because they've known each other." And okay, ladies, so that's her only stepbrother. So what if she decides next month that she's going to start sleeping with your son
That's right.
because she's tired of Bo? I don't know, Sass.
And I've said that I don't think that a stepbrother stepsister should intertwine like that.
No, of
Absolutely not.
course not.
There's so many problems that can come out of that. And again, these are teenagers. They're teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Blood related, no, there's no blood, but they are still stepbrother and stepsister. And again, we don't know how these parents is. Chad and Lindsey may not even last forever.
No,
And
they
then
might
you
not
have this
even make it
turmoil.
down
And
the
God
aisle.
forbid if Molly was to get pregnant. Can you imagine?
I don't even want to imagine, Sass. I don't even want to think about it. It's crazy. It's
Let
crazy,
me finish.
but they have
Go
adults
ahead.
co-signing on this crap, Sass.
Yes. The adults are co-signed.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and then right here. That's what I was going to ask about. When she says that was unnecessary and especially damaging for a child who is already struggling. Okay, Lindsay, this is to you. She's struggling. Why is she struggling? Like I said, what is going on in her life that because of course we don't know Miley. We just know Miley from Lindsay, her being on the show. Of course, Miley could have been, a straight A student. She was popular. She was doing this. Okay, fine. Then what went from that
Right.
to her doing this now? And Lindsay, you used the term struggling. So it just says to me that this girl needs some type of help. This anywhere in that CPS report, was there anything about family counseling or child therapy? Was there anything like that in that
No,
report?
no, there was nothing like that in the report. The report was more focused on the father and the stepmom not cooperating with CPS, and not the fact that there is going to be upcoming custody hearing. So CPS is kind of seeing their way out for now,
For
and
now, yes.
leaving it up to the judge at the custody hearing.
I just think that there should have been some type of family counseling and some type of
Yes, so do I.
something.
So do I.
Because
Yes.
again, something's going on with this girl. It has to be. Again, it can be typical, you can say typical teenage stuff, and it could be. Every
Right.
teenager is different, and it could be just a 16-year-old. But it may be something else too.
Right.
And being a 16-year-old, we all know how it is. Hormones, you're all over the place. You have low self-esteem, insecurities. This little boy likes you. This little boy don't like you. How can I prove myself to this little boy? And
Right.
then everything gets shot to shit.
Yeah.
So there has to be, you have to dig deep into what is going on with let's ask you know what? This is the thing, Mary. People are doing a whole lot of talking at instead of listening to what Molly has to say. What does Molly has to say? How is she feeling? Listen to this girl. But no, here is the stepmama putting it out there, contacting us, Lindsay says, bloggers, and what is that going to accomplish? I
Thank
guess
you.
us talking about it, child.
Exactly. Because I really
We
don't
are
see what that
currently. Oh, go
accomplished.
ahead.
I really
Go
don't see
ahead.
what that accomplished. Not for nothing. By releasing all of it, she wanted to make Lindsay and Chad look like horrible people. That's what it comes
We
down
are
to.
currently in an active custody case. No, that would not be possible if CPS had removed her from my home. So I won't go into details here, but if you know me or have followed my story, you know I have always and will always prioritize my daughter's safety, well-being, and future. Thank you to those who saw through the attention grabs and false claims, and to everyone who has supported us and prayed for us. It means more than you know.
I mean, leave it
Now,
up to Lindsay. She would have kept this quiet, gone to court, done her thing, figured it out with Miley. But, certain other people wasn't on their agenda.
I know it was all about themselves, and again, we never even heard of these people.
No.
The daddy and the stepmama.
And Bo's mom. Bo's mom. I'm really surprised. Bo's mom. By
Yeah,
just
both of
letting
them.
him lay up in her house. I mean, there's pictures on both of their social medias, Sass, on Miley's and Bo, of them in this woman's house, laid up, Miley
And
flipping
I
the
see,
bird.
yeah, I seen a picture of Miley's vaping, and
Mhm.
yeah.
And all this is happening in this woman's house.
I, what are
LaQuinta,
they gonna
I
do? What are
agree.
you gonna do?
LaQuinta says if Lindsay wasn't at risk of getting locked up, I say she should couch her outside.
Mm, Laquita, but she can't do it. She can't be throwing hands. She'll get in
No, she
trouble.
can't.
She'll go to jail.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Well, y'all, that is Lindsay and that is Molly's update. Well, Lindsay's update. Now, this is the thing, Mary, with everything that's going on. Everything's going on. Do
Right.
you think Lindsay chose Chad over her daughter?
No. No. I think Lindsay was just trying to be a blended family. She
Mm-hmm.
was naive. I'm going to say that. She was naive, thinking two teenagers could live under the same roof and not eventually like wind up in each other's arms
Mm-hmm.
because hormones flowing and all that. Yes, I admit she was naive to that, but she might have had rose-colored glasses on and thinking, oh, Chad is great, his son is great. We're going to be a blended family, and so I admit that she might have been wearing rose-colored glasses,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
I don't know. We'll see. And what does well, I'm gonna focus on Lindsay. I'm a little perturbed with Chad right now. I'm a little perturbed with him with that text of how he talked to
right,
Molly.
right.
Um, but Lindsay, I hope that they definitely need some family counseling because it's so what? So Lindsay, she has not talked to Molly or they have not had any communication.
No, they haven't had any communication.
So how long is this? Because she's still her mother. I
Yeah,
mean, isn't that like you cannot? I don't know
she,
the legal.
she's been with
She's
the
still the
stepmom.
primary custodian, correct?
Yes. Lindsay is the primary custodian. And because the dad is on the birth certificate, the dad does have some legal rights. Okay. He's on the birth certificate. And another thing I want to address, there is a 6-minute phone call out there between Lindsay, her biological mother, and the grandmother of Bo. Okay. There's this three-way call where Lindsay is explaining to them that CPS is calling her. Oh, Lindsay, there we go. I didn't even know
I
she was
see her.
in.
Yeah, I see her. Hey, Lindsay.
Okay, so from what I understand, CPS was calling Lindsay because they couldn't get a hold of the father and the stepmom.
Mhm.
Okay, and Lindsay is telling them, I will sign over my rights. Okay, if this is what they really want, they don't have to file for emergency custody. I will sign over my rights. And yes, she sounded very angry in this phone call, but who wouldn't be angry? Okay. And there was a little bit in this phone call that I found really interesting. She was like, when Miley got her learner's permit, it took my attorney's office 2 weeks of calling him to get him to come to sign the paper for her to get her learner's permit.
Oh, so
So
Lindsay, I'm sorry, Molly does not have a license. She has a learner's.
yes, she has a
Okay.
learner's permit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
both parents, if both parents are on the birth certificate, then both parents need to sign off on the
Mhm.
learner's permit paperwork. And it took the
Yeah,
dad 2 weeks to sign off for his daughter to get his learner's permit. But now that there's this drama, he wants to jump up and insert himself in the drama. And Sass, I'm going to say, in my opinion, and this is
yeah.
purely my opinion, I think
Go
they
ahead.
want to get up Lindsay for child support. I think they're seeing dollar signs. And they're like, look at Lindsay. She's doing so well. Her and Chad are doing so well. They have their business. They're doing this. They're doing that. Miley doesn't want to live with her anymore. Let her come live with us, and we go hit her up for some child support after he hasn't paid child support all these years. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I just find it very strange that the stepmother is leaking all this. That I mean, out of the blue.
Yeah.
What is her motive behind that? That's the question.
That's
Now,
what I want to know.
this conversation you was talking about, this leak, the conversation, who leaked it?
It was the TikTok, the original TikTok account that was doing all these videos.
Oh,
Reality
okay,
T by
reality T or whatever.
yes.
Okay, so Lindsay was talking to who? Her mom?
She was talking to her biological mother, and
Oh,
from what
okay,
I understand, and Bo's grandmother. And
okay.
one of them, I believe it was the grandmother, decided to record the conversation. Yes. So it's a three-way call. Lindsay probably did not know she was being recorded because the conversation starts first without her, and then they patch her in. So,
Okay. Everybody, Lindsay is in the comments. She said, unfortunately, they removed Molly from her counseling and therapy. So Lindsay's saying that they removed Molly from her counseling and therapy, which blows my mind. Why would they do that?
I don't know,
It
Sass.
just seems like that Molly is the one that's getting the short end of this stick.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Because I really feel like that these people do not have her best interest.
And
I
it's a whole lot of leaking going on, leaking conversations, leaking text messages, a whole lot of leaking.
a whole lot of Lincoln. Yep. And I don't see the purpose of it. I really don't. It's just to drag Lindsay through the mud. What about Miley? All this is going to be out there on the internet. What about her? Does anybody give a crap about her? Lindsay shares practically her whole life on TikTok. The girl will sit there and do her makeup and do her hair and talk on and on and on. And she kept this private. There we go.
Lindsay says, I was on the phone with my mom and Molly's great grandmother, Jamie's grandmother. And honestly, I was saying absolutely anything to get them to open communication with me. Absolutely.
It's insane.
It's insane. It is insane.
It is. And
Well,
meanwhile, she's having sexual relations, vaping, and doing gosh knows what else.
Lindsay, when did Molly start having problems? Um, before you start getting with Chad or after you start getting with Chad? Does she have any problems with Chad, Lindsay? Lindsay, child, you want to come up, child? Lindsay, you can come up. How is he great talking to people like that and can't spell honey, child? Oh, this is what Jess says. Molly is a toy they're using, been there, and it is hard. And this is my thing, like Mary said, if they are trying to seek child support, if they are trying to get something out of Lindsay, that is showing me that they do not have Molly's best interests at heart. They
Right.
are using a 16-year-old girl.
Lindsay's writing something.
Oh, what she says? She says it didn't work. By the way, since the day they got her, they have sent one text that said, "Oh, okay." Oh, send me a link.
Send her the link.
All right, where to, Lindsay? I can send it to Instagram. Hold on.
She's going to send it to Instagram, Lindsay.
Do 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 do. Hold on.
Come on up here, girl. You could explain it better than me.
Okay.
Exactly, Megan. So Miley can't get counseling, but concerned stepmom of the year failed to mention that in her post. Yes, exactly.
Lindsey, I sent it to Facebook. I sent it to Facebook because for some reason Instagram wouldn't let me send it. So check your Facebook. What did Megan say? So Miley can't get counseling, but concerned stepmom of the year failed to mention that in her post. Okay, great point. Great point.
She fails to mention a lot of things in her post.
Right. And y'all don't worry, we're gonna get to Mama Karen
Yes, we are. Oh
and
my God.
Troy and this $50 and this $50 meltdown, child. Honey, they done cut up. But this done took a turn. Lindsey has entered the chat. And now, since we are talking about Lindsey, y'all know I'm here to hear her side of the story. We are talking about her and her child, so she has every right to speak on whatever she wants to speak on, and she has every right to say what she has to say. And y'all know, Sastas, y'all know we keep it cordial in here.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, now here's Lindsey. So we're gonna hear her side. Lindsey over here doing the hair, child. I see you, girl.
I was
Lindsey
in
over here
bed.
with that ponytail together.
I was in bed. I don't have no makeup on or anything.
Girl, neither do I. Come on, stop it.
Man,
Listen,
never
no,
have on
let's
makeup.
go here. No. Okay, Lindsey. Now, of course, you can say what you want to say. You don't have to go into great detail. But I do want to say this. Who said that the whole therapy thing? Who denied that? Was it CPS or why didn't they offer it? What happened?
Miley was in therapy. We had family counseling with my therapist in Tupelo, and then she had her individual therapist. I've met her one time for the very first meeting, and it's just for Miley. And they actually, part of her, I'm surprised they didn't have that in the report, but they did in the other parts, but like not in the summary. Part of it was that she was supposed to remain in therapy. And they pulled her out, and I'm not really sure why. I guess they're planning on sending her somewhere different. Maybe they don't like that therapist for whatever reason. Miley liked her. I don't know, but Miley hasn't been to therapy since she went over there either. She quit therapy as well. She quit volleyball, she moved schools, and she quit therapy. Or she got kicked off the volleyball team since she moved over there.
Oh, she got kicked off. Is that because of the vaping?
No, they basically, well, I don't know. Basically, they wanted kind of like an agreement to the custody thing. They had made a really big deal about it up there. I had talked to the principal and all this started, and I explained what was going on. And he said, the only thing I'm asking is that parents don't ever involve the school with custody situations. We want a safe learning environment. And so I had told the principal from the get-go, I will not come to the school. We will not involve anything at the school. Nothing will happen on school property from me. And there wasn't. I never attempted to contact her at school or pick her up, because that's the first thing, I have full custody. I should just go to the school and get her. But I had already told the principal I would not do that. But I guess that was like ongoing issues with something. And they decided that she wasn't going to be able to play volleyball there anymore, which I only learned because Hayden released, that to the crazy tea blogger, because nobody told me.
Now, let me ask you this. What was Miley's relationship with her stepmom and her biological father before all this happened? What was their relationship?
There was no relationship. And if people that follow me on TikTok know, it was in March. No, December. I actually sent out a formal letter from my attorney to every member of my daughter's side of the family on her father's side. And that was specifically because I was trying to get them to actually start using their visitation. And I actually offered it to every single person on her father's side that said, hey, they're not actively using their weekend visits. If anyone else is interested, here it is. And then I also gave my phone number, Miley's phone number, open that we would be available to give out game schedules. Like her father came to one volleyball game her 8th grade year. They have seen each other on holidays that they happen to be at the same house at the same time. So that would be, they didn't meet at Christmas last year. They did. She saw not Hayden, but she did see Jamie at Thanksgiving this last year. They didn't see her at all the year before. In the past 5 years of all holidays combined, they got her one present, which was a Stanley Cup. They've just had no contact. They've had no contact at all with her.
And so now all of a sudden, stepmom of the year.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, what is, and again, you don't have to answer these questions. What is Miley's relationship with Chad?
Well, Miley didn't like that Chad could tell her what to do. But here's what happened. Chad had no ability at all to help her in the disciplining or any of that. Miley got in a lot of trouble in May. And I've always been super vague about that because she's my kid and it's not all out there. So we're not going to put. But Miley did some stuff that Miley shouldn't have been doing. And it was before me and Chad had moved in together. It was before we had even gotten engaged. Miley messed up. She did like a bunch of big mess up all at one time. And so I was kind of at my point where I was like, okay, I'm not doing something right. I need to do something different. And so I did ask Chad to help me find a better suitable way because Miley, she's grounded all summer. She lost her 16th birthday Camry, her 2022 Camry we had got for her. Didn't get it. She lost her allowance. You know, Miley had a $600 a month allowance. She lost it. She just, I mean, for her, and she lost her phone all summer long. But I was kind of leaning into more getting some of Chad's help because Miley, over the past, since she met the boyfriend before, she started having some issues. So they met back in October of 2024, her and her previous boyfriend. And that's when she started having some issues. She kind of fell in with the wrong group. And I saw her start really acting out for the first time in her life. And I didn't know how to handle it because she's always been quite easy to parent.
Well, when did her and Bo start cutting up, Chad? Ain't that little boy's name? Are they boyfriend and girlfriend?
They are. They are boyfriend and girlfriend. They're together all the time. They get to stay the night at Chad's ex-wife's house. They get free reign. There are no rules. And I did this, like I said, I think Mary said earlier, I did the same thing when I was 16. I went to my dad's for a few months. And I thought it was cool. He let me do whatever I wanted.
What is your I'm going to ask this. Now, I done said how I felt about it. What was your initial reaction when you found out they were doing extracurricular? Like, what is your thought process in that?
I'm so disappointed. And Mary's right. I did have a bit of rose-colored glasses on. But you have to understand, Boston had a girlfriend. Miley had a boyfriend. They were actively seeing other people. I did not think that they were also seeing each other amongst dating other kids. Like, I mean, they got each other's boyfriend, girlfriend on the screensaver. You know, they're going out. Boston was on the way to homecoming with his girlfriend at the time.
Miley went to junior prom.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah, all the things. Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I was blindsided. I was, and that is my fault. I should have been more aware of that. That was that. Yeah, that's definitely on me. I missed that one.
I mean, it is what it is now. It is what it is.
We're not perfect, Sass. None of us are perfect when it comes to
no.
We all
But I told them immediately, I'm like, this can't happen. And like, we're not really related. I'm like, let's set all that aside. You're both 16. Austin's 16, not 18. You're both 16. Oh, 16. Okay. And you're living in the same house. This won't work. Y'all get 18. You know, I can't say anything. I might not like it, but I can't say anything. But you're both living under my roof. You're both in my house. It's not morally right to have 16-year-olds shacking up. I get some parents think it's okay. You know, Chad's ex-wife obviously has no problem with it. I personally am not okay with it. No.
Yes. So when are you going to be able to see Molly again?
I
Or
guess
is there
sooner.
anything in place?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't been able to see her. I haven't been able to talk to her. And that's, I realized that I was saying, I will give up custody. Y'all just meet me. Y'all just meet me at Tyler
Yeah.
Moss's office. Y'all don't realize I would have told them, I'd have given them $10,000. They'd have met me. I wanted to see my kid. I wanted to talk to my kid. I would have told them anything they wanted to hear. These people have, since the day that Molly went there, these people have shut off all contact between me and my daughter. And not only just me, my daughter and her entire side of the family. People that she's grown up with. She's never had hardly any contact. She has with like the great grandmother that was on the phone call. But she's not even seen these people, talk to people. She sees them once or twice a year during the holidays. And now she has no contact with the people that raised her. My mom, especially, who just got caught in the middle, poor thing. She's been beside herself because now she's got phone calls of her out. I feel so bad for my mom. I do feel so bad for my
mom is so tired. She is tired, child.
She's exhausted. She is exhausted.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. This is a lot.
And again, this was put out there from a step-parent that had nothing to do with Molly. And that's a shame. It really is.
Yeah, and I just really don't get it. Because so they did put a lot of text messages out and stuff, and so much of it is out of context. Like, I know when you read them just by themselves, just that one message, it sounds awful on half this stuff.
Yeah.
But for instance, like, I know you were talking about the message that Chad did earlier.
Yes.
You have to realize, Chad about his FA kitchen. Miley had just gotten caught the week before, texting her little boyfriend at the time, that she said, I would love to kick his ass. I am so tired of cleaning this FA kitchen and washing these dishes. So for the next, probably for the better part of the next month, every time we said kitchen, we called it the FA kitchen. I don't know what kind of words you can say on here. Can I say the F word?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For the next month, me and Chad called that kitchen the fuck ass kitchen. Molly, it's your turn to clean the fuck ass kitchen. I'm not cleaning the fuck ass kitchen today. Like, it was teasing, really, and she knew that. The kids even called it the FA kitchen. They didn't say the words because she got in trouble for that message. That was part of the whole thing that I went through, and I was like, "Oh, we just cuss now, huh? We just use all the words."
A part of my group chat with my son and my husband, and you could just focus on the part where I'm telling my son, "Shut the fuck up, you know, little shit." But we're joking because before he's saying something sarcastic to me. So we'll just cut off that part where he's saying something sarcastic. And then there's my response, "Shut the fuck up, you little shit."
Yeah. And that's what a lot of it was. Like, they said one about me gambling. I had taken Molly on a vacation. Molly and one of her friends, we had all gone on vacation down to Louisiana. We were staying close to the beach down there. And they had this little water park, this casino with the water park around it. It was $800. It was ridiculous. We were there during the 4th of July weekend last year. I posted all kinds of TikTok videos. They had the swim up, where you could swim up and eat your food in the lazy river and all the stuff. And the kids spent an obscene amount of money. And amongst all this, the last day there, I went and I gambled inside. And it was funny because I don't gamble. It's the only time I've been to a casino since I've been out. And I went in and I put the money not on the thing, but in the two little things, and I hit. And I made like $1,200, and I was so excited. But it was a whole joke. And instead of it being, I took my daughter on a vacation with one of her friends, we spent an obscene amount of money and had tons of fun together. It was, Lindsey's gambling. Oh, Molly doesn't get food. Molly's allowance was $600 a month on her credit card. Like, I'm sorry, that child was not hungry.
If Molly was to call you or get in touch with you and say, "Mom, I want to come home."
She's my kid. And that's the thing. And that's what I tried to explain to them when they wanted to do all this. I'm like, I text them, I text Molly. Molly blocked me the second they gave her phone back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so a few days later, I actually cut her phone off because if you're not going to allow me to talk to you, I'm not going to pay for your phone. So I don't actually have a way to get in contact with her because she blocked me everywhere. And I told them, I was like, why can we not talk about this? Like, what is the reason that y'all have shut off all communication with me? What is the reason that you feel like we shouldn't all come together and discuss this? Y'all just want to go to court? Are y'all just bored? Y'all just want to spend this money? Like, what is it? Y'all just want the public attention? What is it?
With you having, is it joint custody you and the father have, or how is it? Like, why can't you just go over and get Miley? Why can't you just go over and get her?
Because I can't physically remove her. She's 16. That's where things get a little bit picky with the judge. I can go get her because they went and filed for emergency custody and it was turned off because of the way they filed it. It's called a bad faith litigation. It means that the way that they filed it, because they claimed, there was child abuse in the home and stuff, and all that was disproven with CPS and the police. That's called bad faith litigation. So everything that they based their emergency custody on was ended. And I was like, no, I'm not going to continue that. That makes no sense. Sorry, my dog is acting up. So right now I could go get her. But the problem is, how do I physically take a 16-year-old somewhere she doesn't want to go?
That's true. And this is my thing. You don't really know what her father and her stepmother is putting in her head. I mean, she's living the life. She got her little boyfriend there. There's pictures of her like vaping, and she's living her life over there. So she wouldn't want to go anywhere unless something happens.
We have lots of rules. I mean, she has to be in, her curfew is 10. She had to leave her phone downstairs overnight at night. I mean, she was a straight A starting volleyball player. She never missed any school. And now she can't manage to get to school. They've had truancy get involved already. She's been removed from the volleyball team. They had to swap her schools. And it is a lot of change for her all at once. And I am worried about her, but I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
And I was trying to just keep it private and deal with it in the courts, but that's not how they want to deal with things for whatever reason. They feel it's better to do this. Is this the better way to handle it? Like, the public perception doesn't affect whether I'm going to get to see my kid again. It's certainly not going to affect my kid in any positive way. So I don't understand it, but I've kind of been backed into a corner in a way, because everybody, they put it out there that my child was removed by CPS, and they knew that was incorrect. They knew that was a lie. They're the ones that got the custody order ended because they couldn't follow the rules. The 3 simple rules that CPS told them.
Well, Lindsey, I wish you the best. I do. I wish you the best with Molly. I don't know this Chad, but I wish you the best with Molly, because I think that this child is going through something, and she needs full support. She needs the adults to act like adults. She needs to be taken care of, and I hope that she gets the help that she needs, because this girl is obviously, there's something going on with her. Obviously.
Yeah, I know. And I've been noticing it for a few months, and that's why we started the therapy. She just started the therapy earlier this year, her individual therapy. And that was the big thing, is that it was supposed to be her and the therapist and nobody else. She could tell this therapist anything. This is an adult. And I really felt like, okay, this is the move in the right direction, because therapy helps me tons. And I really thought it was the move in the right direction. But since they've closed that door for her, I don't know. It just makes me sad, because I feel like she does need an adult that's not related to any of this to have kind of on her side. And that's the point of the therapist, is they're supposed to be on her side.
Yeah. Well, Lindsey, thank you for joining me out of the blue.
Yeah, I'm getting back in bed now, guys, but I am going to finish listening.
But it was good to hear your side, and I hope that everything works out. I do, because this sounds like a mess, and I hope that it does work out.
Me too. But thanks for guys letting me hop on. I'm going to go listen now.
Oh, thank you. All right, Mary.
Okay.
Are we ready? Sisters, we are ready for Mama Karen. And I cannot believe, Mary, I'm going to say this. I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay? There is no way. There is no way this is about $50.
No.
Do you think this is about $50?
I think the $50 is what set her off, but it's not real. It's not ultimately okay. $50 is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because I feel like that she feels like Troy should put her as a priority over his family, his wife, and what he's trying to build. That Troy should drop everything the minute mama calls and whatever mama needs. And when he doesn't do that, she flips out on social media because this is not the first time this has happened.
Oh gosh, no.
No, no. That she's flipped out on them on something so minor that I'm like, she's had, I think the last time it was over $25, Sass, that she had a breakdown because
Oh
she,
yes.
remember that? She
Yes.
asked them for
Uh-huh.
$25
Yeah.
and they
Right.
would give her $25. Which I'm like, listen, I get all helping your parents. I help my parents financially a lot when they were alive. They're both passed now, but I help them a lot. But also, Troy and Zaria have their own little family to worry about.
And listen, let's get into the messages, because if y'all don't know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
Mama Karen and Troy went DEFCON 5 on
They are
Facebook and
kung fu
social media.
fighting. They are kung fu fighting on Facebook, Zach. Okay, that's what they're doing. Kung fu fighting.
They are going at it. And y'all know Mama Karen. Mama Karen, just like Mary said, she goes to social media. She goes live. I guess she goes live a couple of times a day.
Yeah, she does.
And we know the relationship of Troy and Mama Karen. So Troy goes on Facebook and he puts, let's see. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do. Where is it? Troy Mama. Oh, there it is. Is it on? Yeah. Right here.
Kimberly, we'll get into that in a second. I don't know if you see Kimberly's comments. Yep, this is
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, we will get into that in a second, Kimberly. So we have Troy. And Troy went on this rant. I mean, just went on and on using foul. I mean, it was just a mess. And he says, y'all go entertain Mama Karen. She's having a mental breakdown. And let me just say this. I do not play when it comes to mental issues. I do not play when it comes to SA. I do not play when it comes to DV. This is Troy. This ain't my words. This is Troy saying that his mother has mental issues, and he keeps saying it. He is saying that, let me put this down. Troy's whole thing is Mama Karen has mental problems. And when she gets to her, I guess the height in what she gets to when she don't have her substances,
yes.
she goes off and she goes on a manic. And this is what we see. She lashes out. She argues. She fusses. She gets on social media. She talks about her son. He says, this is what y'all see, but this is what I've been dealing with my whole life because of her mental issues. I just want to say this is what he said.
Yes.
And so he says, y'all go entertain Mama Karen. She's having a mental breakdown because she's calling everybody for $50 and can't get it. Not only was she calling Troy, she was calling everybody everybody that she know around the sun for $50. And everybody said, ain't got it. Everybody said, ain't got $49.99. Ain't got 50.
Ain't got
Ain't got
5001. Mama Karen,
So
go take out some credit with your weed dealer. I don't know what to
that's
tell
right.
you.
That's right. 'Cause that's what she wanted some ganja.
Right. And you know, if you buy from the same person, I'm sure that they'll extend some credit. I mean, if it's that bad.
I mean, a little bit of credit. I mean, she over here just having a full go on breakdown because she ain't got her little bit of ganja.
I know. I know.
So
Telling
Troy says, and $50 can't get it, but only mention me and my wife because she gets reactions from y'all stupid MFs. Mind you, well, first of all, Troy, let me say this and let me put myself up here when I say it. I don't know who you talking about with the stupid MFs. First of all, you presented your family to us.
Thank you.
We didn't know who you were. Let me just say that. And your wife presented your mother to us. That's what was said on the show. You didn't want your mama on the show, but your wife said you need to have a relationship with your mother. So she brought that to us, and we just fell in love with the drama. So for us to be entertained by your mama, yes. For us to be stupid MFs, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I mean, how could you not
Absolutely
be
not.
entertained when she's telling people to lick her whole ass? How could you not be entertained, Sass?
How could you not be entertained when she was talking about no underwear at their church?
Thank you. And gummies in church and being high in church.
Being high in church. She said that with her hair crooked up to the left. She said that with her bra showing on national television. She has slurred speech. You brought her up on there. And you want to know what, Troy? I'm going to say this. You want to know why Mama Karen is popular? Because Mama Karen made us like her. Because, see, without Mama Karen, you're dry. I said it. Your storyline dry, you dry, and you know it. And you know that Mama Karen carries
Yeah,
and it eats you up.
she does. She
So for you
carries
to
them.
say, you silly MFers, check yourself. Because Mama Karen, now I don't know about the whole behind the scenes and y'all's relationship. I really don't care about that. What I care about is what Mama Karen brought to the show. And what she brought to the show is a smile on my face. Mary, what about you? Sisters, what about you? Huh?
Same here. Same here. And I hate when cast members complain about MFers paying attention to stuff when if it wasn't for us MFers, they wouldn't be relevant to begin with.
Okay,
No one would give two craps about them.
okay.
Okay, so I don't know.
And we didn't make you look bad, Troy. We didn't make you or Z look bad. Won't you talk to the producer?
Exactly.
Ain't
So,
got nothing to do with us.
do we want to address Kimberly's comment?
Oh, let me go back up. Let me go back up.
Because I
Hold
did
on.
watch
Oh,
more.
here it is.
I did watch
This
more.
one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, they
So
scam everyone on the internet offering fake services. Go, Mary.
basically, Lord Lucan, if you guys don't subscribe to him, he go over to his channel. Okay, he has a video about Zaria and Troy, and Sass, he's one of those guys that he will fall down a rabbit hole. Okay, he'll start researching and start, looking for something, and then he'll find something else. He was the one that broke the news about Justine's mom being arrested for being drunk at work, basically. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was the one that broke that news. He basically started investigating Zaria's charity. I think it's called Heal with Z or something like that. And Troy also has some type of online business. I'm not quite sure what he offers. But Lord Lucan did a whole in-depth investigation and found it to be BS.
Really?
Yes. I'll send you the link to his video. Actually, let me see if I could pull this up.
And let me, while you do that, let me pull this up.
Okay.
Stacy says, when Troy said you're entertaining his mother, he means you're giving her the attention that she wants. Stacy, yes, she wants our attention.
Of
Yes,
course he
she
does.
gets the attention. She does, just like all these other reality stars. You know who else like the attention? Stacy. You know who else likes it? Troy.
Yeah,
Troy
Troy.
likes the attention because Troy put out this dissertation.
Right.
He put out this dissertation, not one, but he put out several dissertations. And let me just say this, Stacy, no shade, but Troy, when he made it a point to call the mother of his child a monkey, he gets no grace from me, ever. And
Yeah.
I will repeat that until I have no more breath in my body. When he said that about the mother of his children, he already done went down a couple of notches with me.
Right.
And he also said for his mother to suck his wee-wee. Do you remember that, y'all? He
Mm-hmm.
said for Mama
I
Karen to
remember
suck
that.
his wee-wee. Now,
I-
Mama Karen is doing this for attention. Her son is too.
Oh, yes.
It goes both ways. Now, go ahead, Mary, finish.
I'm just putting in the Lord Lucan. Oh, it's making me do all sorts of things. Like it's making me do all sorts of things. Hold on. Let me.
Well, let me read that while Mary is putting up the alleged scam child.
Here we go.
Where did you send it to me at? Where did you send it?
I'm putting it in your comments right here.
Okay, the comments. Oh, okay, right there.
That's the
Y'all
YouTube
go
video.
check that out on what he has to say. It's a he or she. It's a he.
He.
He
I'm
has
gonna
to
write
say
the name.
about this alleged scam child. Well, let me ask you this, Mary. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Remember when they first came back and this last season, and he was talking about all the money that he was making. They got the house, they got the, he's money, 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 money.
Yes.
He's done
Yes.
paid off
Yes.
the bills and the debt. Okay, so is that part of, because he said he has a job. He has a job.
Yes, he does. He works the night shift at a factory, I believe.
Yes. So um this other business. What is the other business that to successfully help people do what?
Well, apparently, Zaria's charity is supposed to give back to children, like help them with school supplies and back to school clothes and things like that. And Lord Lucan's video kind of looked into it and says that it's basically a fake charity.
Do people give donations or how do they make money out of it?
I'm not quite sure. I didn't get to
Oh,
watch the
interesting.
whole video, but he dug up some stuff, Zaz. He dug up some stuff that are like, yeah.
Well, Taylor got a good question. I'm definitely going to check it out. Taylor got a good question. What happened to the last charity?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that what her whole nonprofit was based on?
Yes, yes. That's what we're talking about, her nonprofit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Lord Lucan did this whole investigation and found it to be kind of fishy.
Y'all go check it out because I know I am.
Mm-hmm.
So he says this lady is 60. Oh, let me go back. But only mention me and my wife because she gets reactions from y'all stupid MFs. Mind you, my wife don't even know what's going on. Haven't even talked to her, but she's a shit starter. This
Mm-hmm.
lady is 60 years old, clowning for attention for $50. I don't have to give nobody shit. I'm grown with my own problems and bills as well. I literally have a newborn. baby, she would be worried about $60 formula if I have to pay for it. I don't give a F. Stop calling my phone with this stupid shit. Now that is Troy.
Yes.
Let me just say this. On this note, Troy is absolutely right. When
Mm-hmm.
it comes to this, Troy has a family. He has a newborn. That formula is expensive. Diapers are expensive. Having children are
Yes.
expensive. He has a daughter.
Yes.
Troy said himself during the live that he has to pay $1,000 a month. Don't quote me. Don't quote. I'm pretty sure he said $1,000
Yes. I'm pretty sure
a
it was
month
$1,000 a month in child support.
in
Yes.
child support,
Yeah.
which he should.
Yes.
He should. That's your child. You need to pay it, and he's paying it. Good for him. But he has a newborn. He has a stepson. He has a family, and he ain't got to give his mother no money,
No, he doesn't.
especially if she's using that $50 to go get some green herb.
I know.
Why did and he made, and I will say this about Troy, he made a very good point. No one is giving her any money, which is telling me something.
Yeah.
Mama Karen, you mean to tell me nobody in your circle
She
is
has
willing to
other
give you
children.
$50?
She has other children, right? Why isn't she going off on Troy's sister? Why isn't she going off on Troy's brother? Right? And she called everybody in her circle, and she's picking Troy and Zaria because she knows it's going to get attention.
Well, of course, because Troy and Zaria has been on the show.
Exactly.
Troy and Zaria was very popular on Love After Lockup. Let's not get it twisted. There are certain people, and I've said this before, that have been on Love After Lockup. And it don't matter if it's 10 or 15 years from now, I will forever say their name. I still bring up Michael and his shenanigans. You want to know why? Because Michael and his shenanigans broke the numbers. Do you
Yeah.
want to know why people still talk about Deontay and Lindsey? Because they broke the numbers. Do you want to know why people still bring up Zaraya and Troy and Mama Karen? Because they bring the numbers. Do
Yes,
you want to
they
know why
do.
people still bring up Monique and Derek? Because they brought the numbers. And when I tell you Monique and Derek, I will forever say this. Monique and Derek was the best Love After Lockup season they ever had. I will down that hill.
Yeah,
And
you're
this
right.
is why people keep bringing them up, because they brought the numbers. And Mama Karen knows that when she brings up Troy and when she brings up Z, people are going to listen. People are going to talk about it. And let me tell you what else, Troy, that your mama knows. Your mama knows you. And
Yeah.
she knows you're going to flip out. And
She
she
knows how
knows
to
that you're
push
going to
your
turn on the
button.
camera. And
Mhm.
she knows that you're going to go on this rant on Facebook. And the attention is going to be back on her.
Yep.
That's what she do know. Go ahead, Mary.
No, she knows how to push his buttons. Exactly. That's her son. She knows exactly how to get under his skin. She knows exactly what his reaction's going to be. And there you go.
Mm-hmm. And she knows that he's going to react. She knows that people are going to talk. She knows that people are going to say something. And it's just going to be a cycle. But Mama Karen, you cannot expect your grown children, and they're grown, they have their other responsibilities. I'm sure they have children, to
Right.
keep bailing you out. You are 60-some years old. What, $50? And just like Troy made a very good point. He says, it may be a little $50 because Mama Karen made the comment talking about, oh, well, it's just $50. And he said, well, if it's just $50, why don't you have it?
Exactly. And he also said $50 could buy a can of formula for my son.
Right.
Think about that. You want $50 for your ganja, but that's $50 I could use to buy a can of formula for my son.
That's right. That's right. And to be quite honest with you, Troy don't have to explain this to his mother. He don't have to
Mhm.
explain any of this to his mom. Nothing. If he spent $50, $60, $100, if they go on vacation, I get to that in a minute. If they go here, there, and everywhere, he don't have to explain himself to his mother. But she is pushing his buttons. He gets upset. He's been dealing with her all of his life, on and off.
Right.
And
Yeah.
no man's gonna punish my child.
I'm telling her that she might have to rewind a little bit.
Oh,
That
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah.
have to be with us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back. Lindsey joined us. Yeah.
Because I see some people are joining late. So
Yes. So y'all gonna have to go back. Yeah, Lindsey joined us, and Lindsey told her side of
of what's going on.
her side of the story.
Right.
Now, so Troy is just was going on and off on each other. I mean, he's just going off. So here is Karen. Karen goes on this. I can barely keep up. I was screenshotting. I was trying to keep up. It went on. I don't know, for hours.
As I was spamming your inbox for all.
Yes, thank God you did. I mean, it was insane. I'm not gonna read them all,
Right, but it was just
Karen
crazy. I
just
mean, and then the last thing that he posted was to Instagram and probably Facebook, where it seems like it's text that he sent to his mother telling
yeah.
her that she better take her post down because her post make it seem like him and Zaria are substance abuse addicts,
Yes.
and he doesn't
Yes.
appreciate that, and she needs to take her post down, and he's given her 10 minutes to take everything down. I'm reading these messages going, oh boy.
It went on and on. And this is what gets it. This is how I know that Mama Karen wants the attention. Now, I'm not going to put them up here. I'm just going to read them because, child, this, I don't know how YouTube is going to handle all this. So I'm just going to read it. This is some of Karen's what she posts. I ain't lying. I hate that effing family. All of them. They number a bunch of users and liars. And this is what she's saying about her son and Z. Her who just
Mm-hmm.
had a grandson.
Yes.
And she has a granddaughter.
Yeah.
She says, I hate my effed up family. They can suck my ass.
I know. I
Then
know.
she put, I hate every last one of you SOBs. This is what she's putting on Facebook, guys.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Then she says, I ain't lying. I hate my effing family. All of them. A bunch of liars and users. And I think this message right here in particular is
Mm-hmm.
what got Troy so fired up. I think this is what really got him going. She says, fake celebrities. I can't even hardly feed. You can't even hardly feed yourself, but y'all running around acting like celebrities. That did it.
I think that did it. That did it.
That did it.
That got Troy so pissed off. That did it.
That
Mm-hmm.
sentence right there, what Mama Karen said made Troy furious
Oh yeah.
because she is saying you're living a life that is fake. That's what she's saying about you, Troy. That's what she want us. She is saying Troy is out here acting like he's this big time celebrity to you all, but behind closed doors, they broke it. He broke. Because right here she says,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. She says it.
fake celebrities can't even hardly feed yourself, but y'all run around here acting like celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did Troy go off. I mean, he went off. And he said, wait a minute, hold on. God, y'all, Karen went on. Go on Facebook and just look up Karen Burdett.
Yeah, she went on
It
and
was
on.
hours. It was hours.
Yeah, yeah. Tell you, she snapped. She snapped, and she was just going on and on for hours and hours and hours. There's like so much I can't even digest it myself. You know what I mean, Seth?
It was so much. It
Like
was so much.
so many times with
Go
these
ahead.
cast members, Seth, and their drama, and when they start fighting, they put so much out there that it's hard for me to digest sometimes. It just makes my head spin. You know what I mean? I'm just like, guys, can we like not fight out it? Put all your stuff out on Facebook. And Taylor, you have if she believed that to be true, then why is she asking her poor son for $50?
And that's exactly what he said.
Right?
That's what he said. He brought that up. He said, if it's just $50, why you need it? Why you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And if you're so broke, why did you ask me for $50 if I'm so broke?
yeah, go ask your other children.
Exactly. Exactly.
So she says this. I don't like her after I do not like her after I talked to my son. I tried to call her, but she got me blocked. So now y'all see the funky face B who she really is. And of course, she's talking about Z.
Of course. Of course.
Of course, here is Troy going back and forth. I mean, y'all, it went on and on. It went on and on till the break of dawn. I mean, it's just look at capital letters, the grammar's off. I mean, just run on sentences, emojis. It went on and on and on.
No punctuation. I mean, it was
Punctuation. The punctuation. He was mad as hell. And so then he put this. Y'all, he was furious. And I'm going to read it as he wrote it.
yes.
I'm getting ready to dog walk. You got MFers thinking I'm on MFing substances. You got me effed up. And then he says the F word.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, he says the F word, the FAETOT word. That's
Yeah.
what he says about his mother. Ain't that what? Let me reread it.
Yes.
You got me effed up, F word. You better take that down.
Yep. Yep.
Or it's gonna be, he's supposed to say hell. He put hell to pay. See, he's so mad he can't even type right. They so furious.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hell to pay on this internet. It's gonna be worse than it was last year. What do you mean by that, Troy? What do you mean by that? See, this is what I'm talking about, guys.
Right.
Y'all get so into your emotions, and instead of y'all taking a deep breath, calm down, turn off your phone, get away from the internet. You put this on the internet talking about your mother, calling her the F word, talking about it's going to be hell to pay on this internet. It's going to be worse than it was last year. They're going to shut you down at me, so you better take that shit down. Got MF and thinking I'm on, and then it just, I don't know what went on there. You got 10 minutes to take that down while my dog walk you in the whole effing family, your wife's family. Don't let me start with that child abuse shit again, because you're trying to make people think I'm a bad mother. You got me effed up. Take that down. I mean, take that.
I know, Sass. It is crazy. Absolutely insane.
Now, hold on, hold on. This was, hold on. Was this Mama Karen to Troy?
I think so.
That's Mama Karen to Troy. So
That
Mama
was
Karen is calling Troy the F word, and it's
yeah.
going to be held to pay on the internet. Is going to be worse than last year.
Mhm.
So did Troy put that out of what Mama Karen put
Yes, that was Troy who posted that to his Instagram.
to his Instagram?
Yes. Yes, it was on his Instagram.
So Mama Karen, you are calling your son. So let me retract this statement. I was thinking this was Troy talking to Mama Karen. This is
No,
Mama Karen talking to Troy. Mama Karen, let me just get you together real. Mama Karen, now why are you up here calling your son the F word? And you talking about dog walking here? This cannot. I'm sorry, Mary. This cannot be over $50.
no, it's not. It's not. There's, like I say, this is like a onion. You peel back the layers of the onion, and there's just more and more and more. The $50 is just the first layer of this onion.
This is a long, drawn out history.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And for Mama Karen, you got
To
10
call
minutes
her
to take
first,
that.
call her son the F word, to say I'm gonna dog walk you, say all these horrible things about Zaria, the mother of her grandson, which I mean, you don't hear her talking about her grandkids often, do you, Sass?
No.
Right? So I don't know. I don't know.
And
Sass,
see,
I'm
Troy,
just gonna give you a heads
Troy
up.
said that. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna have to wrap up soon.
Okay,
Just
you can go ahead.
give you a heads up. But
Yes.
he
You
I
can go ahead, Mary. I just talked to the Sassas, but yeah, you can go ahead. I appreciate you.
no problem. I just want to say my closing thoughts about this Troy Zaria Mama Karen situation
Yes.
is Troy has dealt with his mother's toxicness for a long time. And I guess Zaria talked him into having a relationship with his mom and doing all this closure with his mom, hoping that it would help Troy with his, self growth.
Mhm.
And it's just biting them in the ass
Oh, it's
because
so backfired.
sometimes you just got to leave the toxic people back there. You know what I mean? You just got to leave the
Yeah.
toxic people back there, and just concentrate on your circle that you're building. You know what I mean? And yes, Mama Karen's very entertaining, and we're going to pay attention to every move she makes. So, Troy, like
Absolutely.
Seth said, you're the one that brought her to us in
Uh-huh.
church with no panties, high on gummies. Okay, so you cannot blame us for not falling in love with her. We all fell
That's
in love with
right.
her that very
That's
first
right.
week. So I don't know. I don't know, Sass. Thank you, though. I really had so much fun up here.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was only going to keep you an hour. I kept you 2 hours. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, girl. Don't worry. Don't worry. I had so much fun up here. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sasters, for having me
Thank
as
you,
your
Mary.
guest. I always have so much fun. Thank you, everyone. And Sass, I'll see you next time. Okay. Mwah.
And y'all go follow Mary, Kiki and Kibbis. I'm sure y'all already do, but y'all go ahead and follow her. And I'll
And
see you another time.
anyone that's in the comments from my channel that came over here, make sure you follow Sass. Okay, because I've seen a couple of people that I recognize in
Yes.
her comments. Make sure you follow Sass. Okay. All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you, Sass. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. And I see somebody who just subbed, D-Man Johnson. Hello, D-Man Johnson. Welcome to the family, child. If Troy doesn't respond to anything like he shouldn't, it would be more powerful. It would drive her nuts. No response to response is a powerful one. Absolutely, Stacy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why are people on TLC called Mama Karen a problem? What do you think this is all about? This is a mother and son talking to each other. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is this for click and a view? T Pretty. Sis, I'm going to give you my number. I didn't go on IG to check. What are you talking about, T Pretty? What didn't you check, girl? Laquita says $600 a month plus phone bill paid. What does a 16-year-old need with 600? Oh, you're still talking about Lindsey. What you say, Taylor? Don't hurt yourself, Sass, trying to read that gibberish. Girl, you know every time when I get on here and I try to read these texts and honey, I always hurt myself. Hey, Stephanie. So anyway, this is the thing. I was going to say this. Troy said that himself and Z are getting ready to be on another reality show. I'm sorry, P. I was talking to Janae, so I told her to let me know when Lindsay was gone. I don't like her, but I wanted to respect her. Team Pretty! That's Team Pretty, that's fine, child. Just y'all are a mess. Team Pretty, we like to hear both sides of the story. Honey, Team Pretty said, just child, let me get in touch with Janae so Janae can let me know when she got. Team Pretty said, I got something to do, child. Janae, just let me know, child. Y'all are a mess. I love y'all. Y'all are so silly. I just love y'all. How the T Pretty said, Janae, do you hear me, child? I can't do it. Tracy T Pretty cutting all the way up. No, she ain't contacting Janae behind the scenes. Honey, I bet you Janae was like that Nene meme, like, how did I get in? How did I get in? T Brady said, I'm putting you in. Honey, Janae was like, now how did I get involved in this? I ain't got nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Honey, T Brady done put Janae in some mess. I done got tickled. Oh, my stomach is hurt. Oh, child. Oh. Anyway, well, I appreciated the conversation, child. Child, T Pretty done got me busted loose, child. Woo, y'all are a mess. Anyway, so Troy said that him and Z or him or whatever is going to be on another reality show. You know, if I had such a volatile relationship with my mother, and my mother is calling me the F word, and my mother's talking about dog walking you, honey, I, you will be cut off. I would not be thinking about anything. No reality. Mama Karen, what's going on in your life that you don't have $50? And remember, her and Z got into it, excuse me, the other time when they didn't give her $20 or $25. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. I think that's it. What'd you say? I went outside to count the I went outside to count the grass. If you don't stop. To the ones that I did not see or spoke to, hey y'all. Hey y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like. Thank you, Mary, for joining me. Thank you, Lindsey, for joining me. And I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go in here and fix me a little snack. And until next time, child, see if they still cutting up. I just Good night, Tiffany. Laquita says it's all of Mama Karen's brain. Troy either embodies someone who hurt her, or a reflection of her failure. You think it's the dad, Laquita? You think it's Troy's dad? Is that the common denominator right there? Troy's father? I just can't imagine. I think Megan put in there. This is a mother and son talking to each other for all of us to see. Mama Karen needs a job. I know that's right. Girl, Janae, she's on TikTok. She on TikTok, child. She go live about 3-4 times a day, don't she? As I told my mother jokingly, I got an end call button too. Don't make me use it. Sometimes you gotta cut them off. Sometimes you have to cut off your parents. This is just a fact. Sorry, it is. Your family is toxic. You have a toxic family. You have toxic parents. You have toxic siblings. You have a toxic aunt, uncle, whatever. Cut them off. My mental health and my well-being is more important than you causing me illness. I mean, y'all, when I tell you the amount of posts that went on between these two, I mean, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Mama Karen, Troy, Mama Karen, Troy, for the whole world to see. I don't know what type of reality show they're going to be on, but if it's not Love After Lockup, I won't be watching y'all. I won't be watching. Troy and Z, done. I'm done with that. I'm so done. But I do want to do this with y'all before I leave. Okay? Before I leave, I do want to do this with y'all. Now, for some reason on my For You page of TikTok, I get recommended like prison TikTok. And I come across this TikTok called Cell Block Cuties. And when I tell you, I come across this one, Caleb. Now, Love After Lockup producers, take note, because we know that Love During Lockup is the least popular. Okay, they are the least popular. Hey, Aubrey. So, I want you to introduce y'all to Caleb. Love During Lockup, Love After Lockup producers, take note. This is Caleb. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Look at that grin. Do it again, Caleb. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, Caleb.
Hey, what's up? My name's Caleb Thomas, 32 years old from Nampa, Idaho. 23 months left on my sentence until I'm topped out. I'm just looking for someone down to earth and chill to talk to. So if you're interested, feel free to hit me up.
Look at that smile, y'all. Look, look. Caleb ain't playing no games. Caleb, introduce yourself one more time.
Hey, what's up? My name's Caleb Thomas, 32 years old from Nampa, Idaho. Got 23 months left on my sentence until I'm topped out. I'm just looking for someone down to earth and chill to talk to. So if you're interested, feel free to hit me up.
Now, again, let me preface this. I did not go looking for cell block cuties. This was in my For You page. Again, let me preface it because I know how some of y'all are. Some of y'all will go back and say, what you doing up on there? You looking for a man? I was not. But, you know, Caleb came across my screen and I thought I could do some research and help Love After Lockup producers. Caleb.
Hey, what's up? My name's Caleb Thomas. I'm 32 years old from Nampa, Idaho. I've got 23 months left on my sentence until I'm topped out. I'm just looking for someone down to earth and chill to talk to. So if you're interested, feel free to hit me up.
Now, pictures of me. Look, what Lakita say? What Laquita say? I know she talking Lindsey, but oh, that's what she was saying. Oh. Now, so I did some research on Caleb. Now, Caleb got a long criminal history. Long. Love After Lockup producers, listen up. He has a long criminal history. He got some escape charges. Okay? He got some escape charges, which means that when he put his mind to something, he does it. It's not totally a bad thing. He escaped from prison. Okay? Or jail. Now, he also committed some larcenies and some theft and, and all that. Not good. But you know what? He's consistent. But see, this is what really got him in trouble, other than the long rap sheet. Allegedly, he incited a riot. Inside said jail or prison. See, he incited a riot. He done started a riot up inside of the jail/prison. But you know what that tells me, Love After Lockup producers? That tells me he's a born leader. Okay, Love After Lockup producers. He is a born leader. He is consistent. When he put his mind to something, he accomplished it. He escaped prison or jail. I mean, he got caught, but he did it. He has numerous charges. He's consistent. And he started a riot. He's a leader. He's a leader. And he possibly may have, more than likely did, assaulted a correctional officer. Do you know what that says to me, Love After Lockup producer, since I'm over here recruiting Caleb, someone I don't even know or care about, but we need to, jazz up Love During Lockup? You know what that says to me? He ain't no punk. He ain't no punk! He gotta escape with yours. Says get here before Brooke do. He's gonna escape. So once again, Love After Lockup producers, I'm gonna need for you to go down to Idaho State Correctional Facility, and I need for you to contact Caleb, because Caleb, what he say, y'all? He said what now? Hold on. What did Caleb say?
32 years old from Nampa, Idaho. I've got 23 months left on my sentence until I'm topped out. I'm just looking for someone down to earth and chill to talk to. So if you're interested, feel free to give me a
He is looking for someone down to earth and chill to talk to. I mean, look at the slew of people you've done had on this show before. Look, Janae, beggars can't be choosers, child. Look, Janae, ain't nobody got time to look at the numbers. Okay? Look, you ain't trying to get those numbers, okay? We tried to get him on Love During Lockup. Not for me, Janae. Not for me. Look like he started a ride with the Sass's child. Mama Karen said Z got it. What, the $50? He ain't got it for her. Honey, yes, Auntie, they got prison talk on TikTok. Honey, they been doing dances in the inside of the jail and prison, Auntie. They be doing TikToks. They be going live from inside of the jail. Yes, it's called Cell Block Cuties, Laquita. And let me preface this again. This ain't for me. Don't y'all be putting these out in the street that I'm out here looking for me and those Cell Block Cuties. Again, it popped up in my FYP. Y'all out here talking about Sass out here looking for men in prison. That's a lie. I'm trying to help Love After Lockup. I saw someone say Mama Karen only funny because she's not their mama. Ding, 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 T Pretty. Honey, that's the only reason. That's the only reason, child. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm done. I have cut up with y'all for 2 hours and 24 minutes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to the my mods, to Janae and Trina. Thank you to Mary and thank you to Lindsey for stopping by. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Seeking Sister Wives recap, and it's going to be me and just call me Wa. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that, and that's it. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Unless you got an employment plan like Lily, don't speak, Kayla. All right, bye, y'all. Do 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 do.